quick games, you know what it is. The boys on the net just talking that biz. MFF fellas gather all in the chat. Across the globe, we talking the Mavs. You know they can't play with the kid. Come to Texas, come and see how they live. Watch the replay, come and see what they did. It's tough one of y'all, come and see what it is. You got King, he's a poppin' prophet. Or he like Neo in the Matrix. You got Rail, the tech god, or Mass Mind. Ali X is greatest. Baltimore to Dallas. You know that the flights are not stopping. The triple double madness. That loot, get out, hit dropping. The way stats, trades, up and sit and profit. They're gonna take our picks and they're gonna keep it honest. Numbers, development, the player, progress. Down to the team, up to the front. So get your seats, gather your comments. Keep it clean and stay on topic. WTM, speak your part. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a glow, y'all.
Yeah, it's one of them let it ride moments right here, man. You see Luke out there balling today, man, bringing that dub tonight, man. You see Luke out there tonight. Wait, was he out there tonight? Wait, what? Hold on. Let me see something here, bro. So hold on. So you said the Mavericks won, but Luka didn't play? Interesting. Well, let's get into it then, man. YouTube, Twitch, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe. It is your boys, man. We are back yet again, man, with a brand spanking new one for your head top. It is your boys, the dynamic duo. We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel, man. Listen, it's the guy that just can't figure it out. How in the world did we finally win a game without Luka the Don Doncic, man? I just don't understand. It is your boy, Real. And joining me is the man that felt like he caught this game 20 years ago. It is my boy, King. What up, man?
Nothing much, bro. I didn't call it 20 years ago, but I told you not to post last time because the youngsters played, and guess what? We got to see the youngsters play tonight. So, but before we talk about it, I guess you should introduce the guest for tonight.
Yes, sir, man. We got a special guest on, man. First time on the show, man. He's one of the hosts of We Talk Hawks TV here on YouTube. It is the young Atlanta analyst. What's good, man?
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. Hey, the Mavericks got one without Luka. I've been watching y'all, and I did not know that y'all had not won a game without Luka.
I try to tell you, analyst. I've been trying to tell you, bro. Like,
yeah. But yeah, no. Listen, y'all played with a lot of grit and a lot of pace tonight. Kind of grinded it out, up and down, but it was like, that was one of my first times watching a Mavs game from start to finish.
Yeah.
And listen, it was a really good game. Josh Green, man, that dude.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely get into all that, man. But before we do that, guys, listen, if you're brand new to the channel, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more Mav content like this, guys, and more. And also, hit that notification bell too, guys, when you hit that subscribe button, so that way you know when we drop some new content for you, you'll be the first to know. Also, hit that like button, guys. That way it'll build up the algorithm for us here to find more Mav fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard Gang. All right, man, let's get into it tonight, fellas. I'm going to go ahead and pop this up right now. And let's already kind of started us off with these, talking about the game here, man. Listen, very entertaining game tonight, man. A lot of energy. Of course, no Kyrie, no Luka, no Spencer Dinwiddie, no Dodo, none of that, man. And this team pulled it out. We were shorthanded. We had some guys who were injured. It was a very surprising win. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people thought this. As a matter of fact, in yesterday's show, a lot of people thought it was gonna be an L. So, man, great win for the Mavs tonight, man. Without their big guns. Analyst, man, you was already starting it off, man. Go ahead and give us your thoughts on this game, man. What you think, man? Since it being your first time just sitting and watching the Mavs game, man.
Well, since I was rooting for the Mavs, it was a little frustrating. I was like, there were some stretches throughout the game where I thought the decision making wasn't the best, but I thought Josh Green and Jaden Hardy too. But I thought Josh Green, like I said, I come on, I listen, and when you all were talking about the development, I was like, I said, I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna see. Josh Green can be a legit piece on this team. But overall, listen, I thought Hardaway. Like I said, I know exactly why y'all call this man trash can juice. Um, Cardio B wasn't too bad, but he was, he was
Yeah.
still he was still kind of up and down. I was actually pretty impressed with Dwight Powell.
You.
I'm looking at this dude, and I'm like, he getting putbacks. He getting like he played like a center tonight. I said if he can play like this when everybody gets back, y'all be good. Obviously I'm not obviously.
See King like. Nah.
He's like, hey, don't let him fool you, but no. Um, um, Christian Wood, I mean, he just got back, so not gonna be too hard on him. But listen, I thought J Kidd he did a heck of a job to be starting. What's that dude name?
McKinley Wright.
Yeah, McKinley Wright at point guard and be able to come into Utah and grind out a game. So I got to give incredible credit to Utah. I mean, I'm sorry, to Dallas. But I want to touch on one guy on Utah, Lori Marketing, man. That dude is like, he is something else. But like I said, Dallas to me, I was thinking during the game, I was like, Kyrie Irving's going to do wonders for this team. Just looking at like even without Luka, but just to think of Irving and Luka together, it's just
It's
this
gonna
gonna be
be
something.
nasty.
It's just gonna be something special.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you finally got to see with your own eyes, man. Me and King, we used to do like we talk NBA videos, like when we kind of first started doing this, and like we did Mad videos too, but we were doing like we talk NBA videos, and I think I remember telling King, I'm like, man, look, it's kind of hard to cover every team like that intricately. Like we know the Mavs in and out. We watch them every day. Been watching them for years, right? So we know everything about this team, right? And like, if we were to do an NBA video and we would talk about the Hawks, I can only go by what I hear like on the internet and all that type of stuff, right? So that's why I usually, man, like I know King was the first one that kind of got me in it. So then I just took off from there. It's like I look for guys like y'all on y'all channel, and like if I don't know what's going on with the Hawks, like say ESPN saying the Hawks is the worst team in the league. Oh, okay, well let me go to y'all channel since I know that y'all dug into with the Hawks. Y'all literally follow everything the Hawks do. Let me go on there and see what y'all say about the Hawks. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I normally kind of get my info. Like a lot of times I'll tell King, like he'll be like, yeah man, I heard this and that and this about a player. Like, well man, look, I went to this Portland Trailblazer channel yesterday and they didn't say that about that player, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, y'all do a great job, man. Only thing I don't like when y'all trying to give y'all takes on the Mavs, man. Y'all be, especially Matt, man. Matt be so wrong with his takes. I'm just like, I be screaming at my TV like, bro, just get me on, man. Get me on. But nah, man. King, what's your take on the game, man?
Analyst, you need to strike down anybody that says that Luka Doncic isn't a superstar on your channel when you guys talk Hawks.
Oh, I think we've already established that.
Yeah, that I don't even Gerald, man. I like Gerald though, man. I like Gerald.
But on to the game though. Best game of the season. Another cliche again. I'm glad that it's coming back.
I mean,
Yeah, it's an excellent time to have it. But yeah, this was a good time to have it because I think this is the beginning of a run that's about to happen. And I think they didn't lose that game as far as dropping down anymore. And they stayed packed to basically come before the storm. I think everybody that played today, minus one guy, really, just did something, just played and gave it their all. The one guy, I guess, tried to give it his all, just like always, but it just isn't good enough. And that's trash can juice. You already know what it is. Reggie Bullock, I felt like Reggie's in a groove right now. I told you earlier, like that one game he was out of it, but he's been doing what he has to do. Dwight Powell played arguably the best game of his career, man.
it hands down. I've never seen this game before from him.
Yeah, like as far as he might not have scored as much as he ever scored, but as far as hustle and rebound,
It's the overall impact.
Yeah, like he was ridiculous today. So I was very impressed by him. McKinley Wright, just the young guys in general. McKinley Wright, we can start off with him, just driving to the rim, effort, controlling the pace, being the starting point guard in this game where we didn't have either one of our guards. We needed him for that. He was huge. I'll start with him. Jaden Hardy. Jaden Hardy was not only just big time at the beginning, he was big time in the clutch as well in the closing time. He was huge. They were ready to trade him a second ago. I made fun on Twitter, but like he's going to be that dude. And now that he has Luka, J Kidd, what's his name, Shamgard and Kyrie, as far as like mentors now to see like the sky's just just I don't know the limit, I guess, for him. And Josh Green, man, Josh Green had the best game of his career. Had one of the best games by a Maverick this year in general. Like I don't even think I know he didn't score as much as like a Luka and all, but like the effect he had,
Yeah.
him playing guard, both combo guards today, whatever you needed him. And one more thing, he shut down Laurie Marketing. Six foot
Yep. Lord
five,
Martin under 20 points.
6'5" guy held the guy at 7 feet that was on a stretch of 20-point games. I don't know how long. The under 20 points today. Josh Green was the majority of that up on him in his space, and Josh Green put him in check and almost got 30. And another great thing I saw Josh Green do today. Last shot, it was a technical free throw after Jordan Clarkson got the foul or whatever. They tried to grab Josh Green and say, go shoot and get 30. He said, no, I let Jaden Hardy keep going and get his buckets and all. That was love, man. Like, I can't wait to see these guys develop and continue doing that. And like we said before, the change of pace, bro.
Yes.
Once Kyrie's in there with them, as far as running with a Josh Green or a Jaden Hardy, things like that, it's just a taste. Like we've been yelling for it forever. I know again, Jason Kidd, it looks good because he made the move, but it's like, J Kidd, we told you do this earlier. Like you had guys that could actually do something. We knew this. But the Mavericks Twitter isn't coach of the year but they are coach of the year for a reason, I guess. But we're helping out J Kidd again. Shouts out to him for doing it though now. And now we get the artillery back, man. It was good to see C Wood out there. Guys were saying to trade him. This wasn't his game to showcase him tonight. He was coming off the bench. He played 19 points. He still almost got you 10 rebounds. He got you 4 assists, even when not being able to shoot the ball tonight. Like, he was off tonight. He hasn't played in I don't know how many games, and he still has his left hand wrapped up. So people –
I saw that.
They just try to find ways to go off of this dude. Like, that's ridiculous. But he went out there, like I said, still got you the 9 rebounds. They played big. They was huge on the boards today, and still got you 4 assists. C Wood was awesome today. He's pressing the ball and giving the ball up to Jaden Hardy and Josh Green. You could tell that the guys were believing in Josh Green today. Josh Green was just like, he was doing things I never seen him do before today. And I know we say that a lot about him, but like you talk about the floater game, bro. He came in with the floater, the little mid-range pull-up. He did that. Sir. The little dirt one-leg fadeaway off the backboard, bank shot. He did one of those today. That set 3-point shot in the corner seemed like it's automatic now. He learned that overnight.
Yep.
We asked him to do that last year, and he seemed like he went and grinded and did that. So I'm impressed, man. I think Josh Green is going to start from here on out. I think that's his role. And
finally, yeah.
I know finally, but bro, like I don't think we're that bad or as bad defensively as people think. As I said, with Josh Green I think Josh Green's a monster. I think he's the best defender we have. It wasn't Dodo, as I've tried to say. Maxi's going to come back. Maxi's going to help us out defensively. And then we just need to solidify some things, man. Like, I think we're very close to a championship. And the reason people are hating so bad right now, as you probably all have seen, is because they know that. And they don't want Kyrie to be a part of that, I guess. So we'll see what's going to happen. But I'm ready.
Man, y'all hit some good points, man. I got a lot to talk about this game. Not just this game, but just kind of moving forward, right? Analyst, I'm kind of glad you on because now you kind of see firsthand what we've been trying to tell y'all. Because I heard with a few of your guys on your channel, man, Jordan hit the nail on the head with his takes when I heard his story yesterday. Gerald was hitting his takes until he said that nonsense about Luka not being a superstar. I ain't heard nobody else in the league ever say he's not a superstar. But anyway, shout out to Gerald, man. I like Gerald. But no, we talked about the fact when, it's not just y'all. This is nationally, which is kind of like, this is what irks us about the net. Well, me for sure. Everybody here knows I'm not a big fan of the national media. I do not like the national media. They don't watch these teams like we watch them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time you watch Luka is when he's playing a national televised game, right? But yet you have these definitive takes that make it seem like you know what the hell you're talking about, but you did not watch these guys play. And so when you hear these people talk, they're gonna miss Dorian Finney, he's their best defender, and this and that and this, and I'm just like, bro, listen. If he's our best defender and we're going to miss him so much, then why are we ranked 24th in defense? Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense. And Dorian is not the type of defender that can change your defense, change the outlook of your team's defense. He's not that type of player. Now, he's one of those players where you can plug him in to help with your team's philosophy on defense, but he's not that forefront guy. He's not a Draymond. He's not a Marcus Smart or nothing like that. The dude's not flirting with the all-defensive team. He's not flirting with the defensive player of the year, none of that stuff, man. That's no disrespect to Dodo, but I just need people to kind of just put that in perspective for a second. It's like, if this dude was really that great at defense, why are we only ranked 24th in defense, right? And so, and on top of that, shout out. I was listening to Freezy them today, man. Shout out to Dre, man. He kind of made a point I forgot about, man. Like, King, you be real with yourself. Matter of fact, I think you said this yourself. Because I remember I said this last year when we talked about Dodo. I felt like his peak season on defense was last year.
Yeah.
Like, well, we thought maybe he'd have a chance to be on the defensive team. You know what I'm saying? He was nowhere close, but still we kind of thought he was supposed to be on there, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like last year was his peak defensive year, bro. And, like, he's kind of been slipping. And so Freezy looked up his numbers, man, his defensive efficiency numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And opponents scoring on him has went up with his efficiency. And I didn't even know that until he pulled the numbers up on his show, and I looked at it because remember I told you a lot of those guys on the show wanted Dodo. He's like, yeah, let's go get Dodo. He cheaper than Anunoby or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but yeah, like I said, you're right. Like I feel like this kind of reminds me of Danny over in Washington, where now he has the opportunity now in Josh Green. He has an opportunity now. You moving cats out the way. He gets to showcase it a little bit. I know both of y'all was killing Tim Hardaway, but I'm gonna give Tim Hardaway one thing tonight. Yes, I'm gonna give him one thing, and I'm the father of the trash can juice. I came with the name.
Offensive fouls?
Huh?
Offensive fouls or getting charges?
No. I mean, yeah, he did that, but no. If you think about it, he kind of moved out the way a little bit today for Josh Green and Hardy.
Yeah, he did, but it still was. It was a point where I had tweeted early. I think it was like in the third quarter when they got the game back tied.
When he was trying to do the dribbling and all that to pull up. He did.
At the end of the game, I felt like Jason Kidd and them probably like the whole team was behind Jaden Hardy and Josh Green at that point, and it was like he could not do anything else. I mean, maybe he thought about it, but I thought it was more of he did the same Tim Hardaway stuff until the end of the game where it was Jaden Hardy. Like Jaden Hardy basically shined tonight and said, "Bruh, I'm one of those dudes." Like, man.
Listen. Speaking of them two, so King, you probably heard about this. So there was I forgot who wrote it. I think it was Tim McMahon or Woj, one of them. I can't remember who it was. So did you know that Brooklyn really wanted Josh Green in that trade?
Oh, I can believe it.
So they were saying that they really wanted Josh Green to trade. They were trying their best to get him from Dallas, and then they were kind of like I guess they figured they couldn't get Josh Green. They were trying to can we get Jaden Hardy? Dallas said no on both, which. Also, man, shout out to Tim Bontemps. He said the same thing I told you the other day. Players like Green and Hardy are the kind of players that you use as a substitute for a first.
Yep.
And he didn't say these guys, but he said another player. He was like, yeah, they're going to use that player and substitute him as he can be the substitution for a first, right? And that's what Jaden Hardy and them, Green and them were, right? The fact that Dallas went ahead and just gave that first and didn't give up Josh Green, that tells you a lot, bro. Like, they have some faith in these two young guys, man. And it showed tonight. I don't know if you saw the stat. Would you watch the game on? Did you watch it through us?
League pass, so it had
okay.
marking up.
So I don't know if you saw that stat where they said when Hardy actually gets like more than 10 minutes, he's very effective.
Oh, all the time.
You see that part?
Yeah. He's burned. Don't we talk about that all the time on the show?
Yeah, we talked about. Matter of fact, we talked about that last show. We was like, bro, if you just get this kid some minutes, bro, it's kind of hard for you to get a rhythm when you play 1 minute today, then don't play again for like another few days or whatever. Then you get back in for like 5 seconds or whatever, right?
Yep.
Like and Kid kind of mentioned it. He's like, man, we got to find some way to get him some minutes here in this little stretch or whatever. Let's see. It was something else I was gonna touch on. Like I said, the White Powell did his thing today, man. We talked about the fact that McKinley Wright, man, he can be a steady hand when it comes to being the point guard. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? He don't try to go out there and play above his means. He's a very steady point guard. He's somebody you can trust just in case you guys kind of get out or whatever.
He seemed like he's better than Frank Ntilikina, bro.
We talked about that.
Yep.
And it shows right here. Frank had 7 minutes tonight, and McKinley Wright had 20.
Yep. So,
matter of fact, I didn't even think that Frank was going to be. I didn't think Frank or JaVale McGee was going to make the game today. I really didn't. AJ Lawson showed some energy today, man. Like I said, man, shout out to the young folks today, man.
Silver gave you that move. You see Silver with the little drop step, baby hook?
Yeah, analyst, why y'all cut Silver, man? What's going on, man? Silver out there looking like a baby Dwight Howard out there, man.
Hey, I told you this dude didn't make our team over Frank Kaminsky.
Yeah, when you said that, I said, "Wow, okay, I got you,
Because we signed him right before training camp, and Frank came in, and I heard they were competing for roster spots, and I was like, I kind of want Frank to make it, but also like Chris Silver, bruh. a couple days later, the Atlanta Hawks have waived Chris Silva. I was like, well, I said that must didn't work out. And then they said Frank Kaminsky got the spot over him. I said he must have been no good.
Bro, he ain't even that big either.
Did
y'all see that?
Yeah, he's not that big.
Yeah, he's like, I felt like he was shorter. He was way shorter than Christian Wood. It felt.
Bro, he was shorter. Did you see when it was at the free throw line and he was standing next to Marketing? Like Marketing was like over him, bro. Like, dang, Marketing what 6'10"?
No, he's 7 foot. Marketing 7 foot.
Oh, okay. Dang, I'm just like, bro. I don't know, man. That's crazy to me, man.
Would you say that Josh Green had the best two-way performance this year for Mav?
Yeah.
This game?
Bro, listen, the last I told you this the last time I said, bro, before this tonight, I said, bro, the last 2 games, it's like he flipped a switch and it's like he's getting better in each game. So these last 3 games, it's like, yo, I don't know what kid them said to him, bro. I don't know if they said, yo, just go out there and do your thing or what, bro. Or like, yo, y'all get this man the ball. Like you said, they're inbounding the ball and they're looking for Josh. And you see the small little glimpse, King, of a 2-man game with Josh and Hardy. Like I'm looking at the future, King. I'm looking at the future, man.
I already told you, man. But we had let's see, it was an all-star on the floor tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
An all-star played tonight.
Yep.
And
actually,
2 all-stars played tonight. Who else?
Yeah, Conley.
Well, I meant an all-star this year, right now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking in general. Okay, yeah.
An all-star played tonight, and I felt like there were 2 Dallas Mavericks players that were better than him. If I can talk. 2 Maverick players that were better than him tonight.
Trash can juice.
No, definitely not trash can juice. But Hardy and what's his name? Josh Green were both better players than Larry Marketing tonight. And truthfully, Josh Green was probably they were the 2 best players on the floor tonight in general. And Josh Green was the best player on the floor in general. I told y'all we took the Jazz soul as well. Like y'all didn't think that was true. Like it ain't just Phoenix. We took the Jazz soul too. Like we had a whole eulogy for them. If y'all need to check that out before. So,
man, shout out to Jose, man. I think Jose said it today. I was listening to the Spaces, 77 Spaces, and he said what you said yesterday when you were talking about defenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was just saying, like, just started naming these teams off. He was like, yo, these teams don't really play defense. Like, they're not just known for this lockdown defense like that, right?
Oh.
They just got a lot of weapons. And he was talking about, like, the Denver Nuggets and maybe Memphis is probably one of the teams that you can probably say they got some defense or whatever. But I'm not scared of them.
Good. I think they're middle of the pack this year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even scared of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not really scared of anybody right now, bro. Like, especially, like, the fact that we aren't done making moves. Like, I've heard that a million times today. Everybody keeps saying, like, Dallas is still looking to make moves, which is why I kind of thought that, I know you heard the news about Brooklyn was trying to see if they can get the Raptors involved. And I think I was tweeting at Dallas fans here because she had, like, posted it or whatever. And I'm like, yo, if Brooklyn want to throw in a third team and it being the Raptors, can we maybe sneak in and get, like, a Gary Trent Jr.?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, of course, after I tweeted that, it was, like, probably, like, 30 minutes, maybe an hour or so. After that, they were like, yeah, they didn't want to hit it officially, finalize the trade or whatever. So, and they were showing the plane of Kyrie coming into Dallas and stuff. So, yeah.
Man, Josh Green was a plus 39. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, man. Like, bro, it got to a point where they were yelling for Josh Green to come back in the game. He had, like, a minute of rest. And Jason Kidd had to throw him back in the game. Said, "Josh Green is your chance." Like, Josh Green was huge tonight, man. Like,
hey, he was plus 39 and Hardy was plus 23.
Yeah, like they were beasting, man. Like it's been so long we've been yelling for that, bro. That's what makes you feel a certain way. I know it's good news and all, but it's like
it's a little too late, bro. Like you should have did this.
It's not a little too late. It's not too late, bro. But
you should have did this like 20 games ago, though.
Yeah, but Denver. Back to what you were saying. Denver's not a good defensive team. I told you after the trade was done. We really can make it to the finals. Like, I'd be worried once we made it to the finals. The Eastern teams are the teams I'd be worried about as far as playing defense. Mm-hmm. But as far as the West, bro, like, no. As long as they healthy and everybody good, we should make it to the finals. Even right now, I think the other pieces will help us win the championship.
I had to make sure I saw this again, man. Dallas won the rebounding game today.
Yeah, I told you they were all rebounding today.
What in God's name is going on today, King?
We
win a game without Luka, and we out-rebounded a team. Matter of fact, they got 3 bigs on their team starting, and we out-rebounded them. That is crazy.
And we had like 25 fast break points.
Yep. I'm telling you, I want y'all to get used to this, man. Like that, adding Kyrie, and if what kid said is gonna kind of come to fruition as far as like getting, well, Josh Green's already getting minutes, but like if Harden starts getting some minutes, that pace gonna step up, man. The pace gonna step up. We gonna be back. We gonna be up towards the middle of the pack in pace, man. Like that little, unless like what they do is like say they take Luke out and they leave Kyrie in, and then they put like Josh Green and Hardy in them. Like they play that fast pace when those three are in, and then just kind of go back to a Luka pace whenever Luka's in the game or whatever. Maybe they'll do something like that. But still, that's a bonus, bro. We talk about that so many times on the show, bro. It's like, yo, can you just step the pace up just a little bit, bro? Just a little bit. Don't get the defense time to sit. Just try to hit them whenever you can.
It's ebony and ivory, man. But as far as what about? I wanted to ask you about LeBron James tampering today on national TV, man. It's like just having a segment about he said that Kyrie didn't get signed. Who's ever done that before,
bro?
You know, I'm a big LeBron fan, but like, what was that?
Miss 77 had tweeted something today. I was talking to her too. I said, man, that and I think TGK said something about this too. I said, man, that wasn't a good look. That wasn't a good look, bro.
I don't think Kyrie. I think LeBron may have just screwed LA out of Kyrie.
Like that, just you don't. Come on, man. You don't. That's something you keep to yourself, bro. You don't say that on national TV, bro. Like, what are we doing, man?
I told you LeBron coming to Dallas, though. I told you you're gonna end up playing with Kyrie again anyway. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm telling y'all gonna see.
Oh, Bronny, I know you talking about we getting Bronny.
You're gonna see.
But yeah, y'all got any more takeaways, man, from the game?
Go Mavs, man! This was an awesome game. I know the Glow Yard is excited. I'm ready to talk about it, or at least say something.
Man, listen. I know some people gonna be in here talking about still get rid of trash can juice. I'm just trying to look at the roster right now, bro, and just, man, I'm just trying to picture who's gonna leave next, bro. I'm saying Dallas gonna make another move, man.
Dwight Powell did a good job to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate him. If you want to get rid of Reggie still, he did a good job. I told Uncle Freezy actually hit me up on Twitter and said what you want for Reggie, and I'm like, man, just give us Derrick Rose and Cam Reddish, man. Let's stop playing and then take the protection off of that draft pick. Like, let's get it done. We'll take that. But Tim Hardaway Jr. trying to stay on this team forever, man. He wearing Lucas. He just trying to stay. He ain't trying to leave, man. Like, I don't know what we did with give him that contract. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
But
yo, shout out to Thomas, man. That man been on that get Tim Hardaway out of here for about 85 years, boy. He was saying, man, he been saying get him out of here, man.
That's pretty bad. But shout out to Josh Green, man. He was incredible tonight. Jay Hardy too.
Yeah, I'm like I'm like a proud. I feel like I'm a proud father, bro. Watching these two just grow up in this game today, bro. And both of them are taking over the game at the end of the game, and they ran the offense through them. Like I said, a couple sets where they ran 2-man game. I'm just like,
so
this is why they didn't want to trade these two. I see.
So, Ro, what you're saying is the Dallas Mavericks take the draft seriously? Okay.
Listen, let me say something about that, bro. Like, you could tell, bro, like, and remember we said this before, too. Like, Nico has a little bit more connections with a lot of those guys here in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he knows about, like, he knew about, matter of fact, he said that in one of the interviews. He knew about Jaden Hardy before we drafted him.
We even drafted
you know what I'm saying? And remember we said that. We said because of his connection with Nike, it's not just the superstars he was connected with, it was the colleges, too.
Yep.
So he had that, you know, he said he had that in his back pocket, bro. It was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, him seeing that, and knowing these guys before they get in the league and all that stuff, like developing those relationships with those guys and stuff, that's a big help, man. So like I said, he sees these guys get a coaching staff that develops. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about that a million times. It's great to have a coaching staff that develops, man. We never had that before. We always see these other like the Raptors, you know, teams like that who got these or the Heat, you know what I'm saying, got these coaching staffs who are known for developing, bro. And it's like it'd be nice if we had that, and we actually do. Like you said, look at Jaden Harden, look at Josh Green, hell, look at Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Brunson took off to the point he should have been an All-Star this year. You know what I mean? With New York because of Jason Kidd, what he did with this growth.
You think they might make him one because Steph Curry's hurt and now Kyrie's in the West now?
Yeah.
Since Kyrie's now in the West and Steph Curry's hurt, does that mean Jalen Brunson could be picked?
And that's a good question because I saw something article or something that was saying he might be out of De'Aaron Fox and what's that boy name? Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I thought about the West as well, but I thought that
But now that you say that, yeah, now that you say that, that makes sense.
Pick another Eastern Conference guy.
Yeah. Ain't somebody else hurt?
It's gonna be a few dudes that's not gonna play the game. That's why I think he's still gonna make it. I hope he make it.
Yeah. But yeah, analyst,
bro, before you go on, plus you know what that means. For all the folks that said he ain't worth his money, that means he's gonna be worth more his next contract. You know that, right? Because if you make the All-Star game, that means your contract go up, your max money. Just letting people know. Just let them know.
And that's who you in the game ball to tonight, man.
Clean sweep. We're gonna do a clean sweep today. I feel it.
Watch.
I'm gonna go with Josh Green.
I was about to say, you better not say trash can juice, man.
No. I was going for between Jaden Hardy and Josh Green, but I'm gonna go with Josh Green. What pushed it over the edge for me was his leadership and him saying, you know, hey, let Jaden. You don't see that with a lot of teams, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially being a young guy, you want to get your shine and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
You're right.
Wish we
King,
had that
who you
over
got?
here.
I know King got trash can juice. I know it's okay.
It was a hard decision. It was a hard decision, man.
Man, I mean, now the analyst pointed out that, man, it's like, well, you know what? If you give it to Josh Green, I'll give it to Hardy.
No, don't give it to Hardy. Don't give it.
Or you give it to Hardy, I'll give it to Josh Green. That way, you know what I'm saying? They both get it, bro.
No, I'm gonna give it to Josh Green.
Dwight Powell.
No, absolutely not. No DPs for me. But Josh Green, as far as I'm gonna give it to him because I told you they may have both had 29 points, but again, I'm gonna tell you this: I thought defense mattered. Like I'm not saying he didn't play defense. Josh Green held Lauri Markkanen, who is an all-star. Josh Green to under 20 points. He had scored 20 points in I don't know how many games in a row.
Yeah, they said I think like 29 games or something.
Yeah, he was the longest active person I think or whatever. This broke his streak. So I'm giving it to Josh. I gotta give it to Josh Green. He not only gave you 30, but he held the best player in check.
Man, I mean, yeah, he did. I mean, it is Josh Green. I was just trying to give Hardy some love too, cause that young man balled today.
We love Hardy, man, but you gotta keep it real. This need to be a clean sweep. This is the Josh Green game, man, and I love Hardy.
Green game. Yeah, he did his thing tonight, man. Shout out to Josh Green, bro. Like I said, it seems like he's getting better, man. His confidence is growing. I mean, he talked about that. He said that, you know, when he first was in it, last year he was a little timid. And now he got his confidence in there, man. He said it's pretty easy for him now. And you can tell, bro, this dude. Now, remember you talking about his handles? You said his handles not that tight. This dude is taking dudes off the dribble, bro.
I know, and I still don't want him to be a point guard. He still passes it away sometimes. I want him. I told you he's going to be like Jaden Hardy and them.
You don't think his passes are more like a wrist, like Lucas be like sometimes? Like I hit that flashy pass or whatever.
He's a better. So it's guards. Let me think of somebody like a Steph Curry can pass. You feel me? But Steph Curry not a traditional point guard. He can go out there and give you a performance of putting up passes though. Even like a Kobe Bryant, any two guard, Vince Carter, whatever. It's just I think Josh Green is going to be able to give you the playmaking. I just don't think his handle is the guy that needs to. He can do it. You feel me? He's a combo guard. He's the new like Spencer Dinwiddie. He's just a better passer. I just think he's not a tight enough point guard. Jaden Hardy still, when he got in trouble, he gave the ball to Jaden Hardy and said, "Hey, you got better handles than me. Go rock with it or whatever." And that's nothing against Josh Green. I think Josh Green can take the ball, like I said, from end to end probably faster than anybody else. So if you can't get in front of him, then it's a problem either way.
All right, man. You ready to get to the peoples?
Yes, sir. We always get to people.
All right, man. Let's get into the peoples, man. Listen, guys. Y'all already know how this works. If you have a question or a comment addressing us, hit us with the WTM, guys. So that way we know you're talking to us and not to one of your fellow Glow Yard members. We're going to handle the super chats first, and then we will get into the regular chats.
You going from the bottom?
Yeah, I'm starting from the bottom. And now I'm here. Let me see. I know I saw something here. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one right here. Coy says, Josh and Hardy are them. Beast mode unlocked. Josh may be the third best player. The White House, 16 rebounds. Tim still trash can juice. Wood is just rusty. Yeah, you just summed it up right there, Coy. You definitely just summed it right there. And Coy is a Glow Gang member. We definitely appreciate that, Coy.
Yeah, and Coy also showed me he got his hoodie already.
Oh, yeah, he got his. Oh, I forgot to do this, King. My bad. We got a new member.
Ultra.
What up? Got a new member. What up, Ultra? What up, man? Speaking of new members, y'all, me and King gonna be doing our very first members only video on Friday morning. So we're just giving y'all a heads up. Thought I saw some. Oh, that's it? Okay, we only have one. Okay. So we had a new member and one super chat.
All right, start at the top. I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
First
And,
question.
and analyst, if you want to chime in on these questions, man, you can.
Okay.
First question is from Ashton. He says, "This is our best game this year." Absolutely, Ashton. What's up?
Hands down. Like I said, with the circumstances, we don't have Luka, we don't have Kyrie, we just lost Dodo, we lost Spencer. Yeah. And you won against Utah on the road, a place that's hard to win in.
Dare I say, Rel, I'm excited to see the Clippers.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Especially, well, it's because we're getting Kyrie in them that game, so yeah.
I'm ready. Jody, what up? He's a Glow Yard Gang member. He says the vibes are immaculate. Absolutely, we miss you, JB. Even though I was struggling a few days ago, Cuban finally got his ish together and made a move. Here's to more moves and another hella playoff run coming soon. Yeah, I think really it probably got to a point where Cuban was just sitting over there and seeing this going downhill, and he probably just told Nico, "Go ahead and do your job." That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, look, you can't help but to. How many times we come in here and folks like, oh, is this gonna be the game where they finally pull a trigger on the trade? And it's like, yo, that we've been saying that for like 30 games. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like you said, I guess he just shows, man. Especially with our record, where now it's 1-7, but at the time it was 0-7. And I was trying to find the stat, bro, but I don't know where I did. I thought I saved it on my phone, but Dallas was damn near last except for like one stat. They were like 28th in all the major statistical categories without Luka.
All right. At least we know Josh Green and Jaden Hardy could win a game without Luka Doncic.
Yeah. And trash can juice.
Stop that. Megan, what up? She says, so glad kids said no to a Green trade. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you said kids said, okay.
Yeah. Well, somebody said it. He might have said whatever. Whomever said it. Lies is a Glow Yard Gang member. What up, Lies?
What up, Lies?
He says, what up, Glow Gang? This might be the best game of the Mavs I've watched the whole season. Game ball of Josh Green, and shout out to Jaden for playing like a boss. Yep, the whole team played great today. I agree, Lies, 100%.
Yes, sir.
And it was the best game of the season so far, man. Like, I was thinking it was going to be a throwaway game, and it was like one of the most exciting games I watched all year as far as the team. I'm like, wow.
I know, sitting there thinking like, damn, I want analysts to watch this game, man. He gonna kill us, man. I'm like, man, but he pulled it out.
Atlanta
y'all look
always...
good considering y'all got I mean, I'm sure y'all know from last year, Josh Green was nearing bust status, and the fact that he's developed like this and came in and won y'all a game like this, I was like,
hey, and like I said, that's
something.
Yeah, that's a testament to we got a development coaching staff. We had Rick Carlisle, who's not a developer, bro. Rick Carlisle, just like with Nate, you better come in ready. Like I don't want to hear no excuses. If you're not ready, I'm benching you. That's how Rick Carlisle was. But Jason Kidd's gonna take the time with you, and he gonna mold you and all that stuff, man. He gonna fix you up and man get you right. So yeah.
Don't get me passionate on Nate.
I know. Hey, that'd be the best time. That'd be the best part of the show, man. When I watch y'all talking about Nate, man.
Hey, we be half and half on Kid like that too.
Yeah.
But Ashton says, who power was the power still? And also, I'm saying it first before King say it. Hardy is my guy. Pause. Hey man, Hardy can be a dude. We've been telling you though, Hardy was gonna be that dude. Everybody wanted to trade him, and all we say he's gonna go his ups and his downs. You gotta wait for him to get minutes. You gotta wait for him to be able to consistently play against these guys so he can know. It's like anything else. When you play say you got your little brother on a video game, or your older brother, and you're playing against him over and over again, or you play against him 1 or 2 times, and he's always playing a game. He's gonna keep destroying you. But if you go and you keep playing against him and you learn, how he plays and all, you'll eventually start beating him or whatever. And that's how it has to be. Jaden Hardy and these guys have to get some time against NBA players so they can actually learn these NBA players and learn what they do. The same way the other teams gonna learn what they do. So it's like a trade-off. But yeah, Jaden Hardy's that dude. Nick says, I'm so hyped about Josh Green. I called it last show that he is primed to take it to the next level. Can't wait to see what else happened before the trade deadline. Yeah. Sorry, Dodo. We love you, but if this is about to be unleashed because of you, you've never been this before, Dodo.
Remember I said that on the round table, bro. I was like, look, I like Dodo, right? I like him. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't like him. I do like Dodo. But if you're telling me that we've had this same core of players for the last 5 years and you've been right here this whole time, if you're telling me that I can get something a value in return for Dodo, I gotta trade Dodo. I'm sorry, bro. And what do we just do? We just got a perennial all-star, bro, on our team now. A guy that he's the best player that Lucas ever played with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have those type of opportunities and you got to give up a Dodo or something like that in return, bro, you got to take that chance. I'm sorry, man.
Bruh, you see Cam Thomas? Not to change the subject.
Yeah.
That dude balling.
Yeah, he balling, bro.
All in.
Oh, my goodness. Like, I thought, I'm out of nowhere. Like, I'm sorry, Nets, y'all might still have a little something going on right there with that team y'all just put together with him. So,
hey, I was saying yesterday, well, the day before, because he had another game like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching him, and I was like, they may not miss Kyrie too much the way he balling.
Hold on. So you think he's playing that way because the Kyrie moved out the way? You got opportunity?
Yeah, I mean,
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, like I saw him last season a couple times where Kyrie wasn't playing, like most notably against the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
He balled out every single game that he kind of had, his time. So he's gonna be super good. And if he play like that when KD come back, the Nets, they're not gonna be all the way out of it. But I hope they fall off a cliff and drown.
That's right, guy. Eastern Conference, yeah.
This is why youngsters in certain situations seem to thrive, because, like, you got to think about it. Cam Thompson Thomas got to play against, like, these guys. Got to play against Kyrie and play against Kevin Durant all the time. These guys, like Dodo started, like, overachieving because he got to play against Luka Doncic and Dirk Nowitzki and those guys. You feel me? So I'm thinking about, like, a Jaden Hardy and a Josh Green. That's why I didn't give up on the guys. That's why I didn't give up on Jalen Brunson. Things like that, because they're going to play with this guy. They're going to play against him. Not only are they playing against the other teams, but they have to play against teams in practice that has this guy on the other side. So that's going to bring the best out of you just doing that. So these youngsters are stepping up.
I think Dodo said that before too. He said, man, going up against Luka every practice, man, it makes you better.
Exactly. So, but shout out to Cam Thomas though, man. He's balling. Jody, what's up here? Glow Yard Gang member. He said, y'all had me refreshing YouTube every hour looking for an emergency podcast on Sundays, bro. Been waiting on this one tonight. LFGPS. Hardaway should be ashamed for keeping his number. Yeah, I think they got to trade him for that. That's the reason I think he's gone.
I don't know. I think Kyrie going back to number 2. Have you heard anything yet? Has anybody heard anything yet about what number he's going to wear?
But that's the reason I think he's going to be.
I think he's number 2.
He's gonna be number 2.
I don't think they've released anything yet, though.
Hey, you sent me a video last night. Said the dude had a jersey.
Dude, man, that's a funny video.
I'm about to say. I'm like, yo, how did he get that jersey, man? That fat ain't even signed him yet. Like, what's going on? They ain't trade for him yet or whatever.
Today, Dallas Mavs or Valley Sports or whatever posted like a post that had the 11 jersey on it, and I know Tim Hardaway was going to play, but it was like a showcase. It was weird, like they were showcasing him and saying Kyrie. They didn't show the back of the jersey, so
they said everybody said he's wearing number 2.
You went 2, okay.
Yeah, right. They said I released the information. Okay. Like, so I was saying, Tim got to come about that number 11, man.
Guess they can't get rid of Tim then.
Hold on, King. Hold your spot. Certified was good. He says Josh over Doe and Jaden will be better than Spencer. Okay. He definitely got some upside, man. The way that young boy can get to the bucket, man.
Yeah. Jesus. When his handle get tighter, and when that's what I'm saying. When it's easy for him, you're gonna see, man.
You got to remember too, man. He was a lottery pick talent coming out of the draft. That's why everybody said we had got a steal with him in the second round. Cause he's supposed to been in the lottery. I forgot. I think what affected him was him going to the G League. Like, he went to college. He definitely would have been a top 10 pick.
Bro, Nico grabbing everything that's falling in his lap.
Yeah. And like I said, that's all a part of him being connected to that, man. He's seeing these young guys before they even touch the league, bro.
So he know better than a bunch of other GMs already. So he can watch them go over or miss out on players they're supposed to be grabbing, and then be like.
Remember he said that when they had the interview. They interviewed him when he first became GM or whatever. He said that they said, he talking about his relations. He's like, yeah, not just the relations, but I've watched these young guys come up through the high school ranks and all the AAU ranks and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. He's using that to his advantage now.
Martin says, who needs Spencer and Seawood? We have Josh and Jaden. Young Double J's. Our future is bright. Yeah, I don't think Jaden Hardy going to be starting right now. Like,
no, not right now.
It ain't space for him to start right now, I actually tell you. Like, he got to be the backup for Kyrie. Because there's no way for him to start unless while we got Kyrie, so we can't expect that more. Jaden Hardy's role, I told you guys the last show, he needs to step in now and be Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench. That's the role I want Jaden Hardy to become, like that ball handler we looking for, the third one. It needs to be Jaden Hardy off the bench. So I'm hoping he can jump into that, and I'm hoping he can get burned so he can actually become that player before the playoffs begin. But I think he's gonna be big for us in the game in the playoffs. Watch, bro.
I hope you're right, man. That'll build some confidence and experience. So yeah.
But see, we're gonna let y'all know who he is too. So eventually, watch y'all see. If ain't the next game is the Clippers, y'all gonna see. Todd says, "What up, Todd?" He says, "Amen, amen. Those young dudes lit a fire under everyone tonight. Best one. Can't talk today. Best win of the season, in my opinion. This is a whole new squad. Yes, Todd, absolutely.
And y'all gotta remember too. We keep saying this. They're not even done making moves. We got till Thursday, y'all.
Yeah,
we got until Thursday. It's only Monday. Yeah, Monday.
Ultra says Hardy Party feature. I'm sorry. Go ahead, analyst. You about to say something?
Oh no. Go ahead.
Ultra says Hardy Party featuring Green Goblin. Let's go, baby. Yeah.
Okay. I think I like that nickname, bro. They might stick with us.
Green Goblin. That is
Yeah.
Sugar Glider, Green Goblin mix. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one for Green Goblin. I like that. Shout out to Ultra for that one. We got to hold that and screenshot that one. But Liz says, I think I already said Liz was on here, didn't he? He's a Glow Yard gang member, guys, if you don't know.
Oh, and Ultra is a new Glow Yard gang member.
Ultra as well. But Spencer ISO ball deprived us of this team and ball movement. It was sensational to watch. The energy. Damn, this game made me happy. Yeah, Liz.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's ISO deprived us of it, but I told y'all he wasn't. We were trying to tell you he wasn't the best passer.
Like he could pass.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they had him at that hold that spot, King. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why they had him at that position because, like y'all heard Draymond Green say at the end of the game, he's a ball handler. It's only him and Luka. We only have two ball handlers on the team. Nobody else really can just dribble and create for anybody else. Shadow he sent in a $1.99 donation. He says, "Would y'all take Zubac over Wood? Honestly, I would."
Y'all be tripping.
No, man, no. I'm good on that one, bro.
Y'all gonna be so mad seeing Zubac give us 6 points a game, and y'all be like, "What?" Well, I don't know what to expect.
I don't think he'd be a bad pickup for you guys. Over Christian Wood, probably not. No.
Yeah, not Christian Wood.
But if you can put something together where Dwight Powell's the centerpiece of that deal, or Reggie Bullock.
Speaking my language now. You're speaking my language.
I would do that.
I think we'd take Zubac. We'd take anybody over Dwight Powell. The question is not. So I
think got Clint Capella.
Yeah, I'll take.
I knew you gonna bring that up. You gonna bring that up. You been trying to get me to get Clint Capella for about a week now, man.
Clint Capella makes too much, but if he made less, I'd take him. But as far as like Zubac, I still don't think Zubac is the perfect fit for the team. Like I wouldn't, if I had to go for somebody, I don't want to go for Zubac. Like Zubac is a guy that's just, we've been deprived of a center for so long, Dwight Powell, that we just taking him. That's what I feel like. Like he is better than Dwight Powell, but a perfect center for Luka Doncic is a guy that can pop as well. That'd be the perfect center for this team.
I know you said some athleticism in the past too. So
yep, some athleticism. It got to be one of the two because him and Christian Wood can flip off back and forth. Like it helps Christian Wood out as well.
And that's why we've kind of been fixated on like a Naz Reid or somebody like that, man. Mm-hmm. Young energy, can stretch the floor a little bit.
Miles Turner, those type of guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I think
Rashawn Holmes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Where am I at, bro? I forgot now.
Wasn't it Jody or somebody?
Was it there?
Hold up. I can go back.
No, I know I am. It says who needs Dwight still, I think, because we were under Ultra, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said
it was under
oh yeah, that's the one. I think you read that one already. Yeah.
Yep,
okay.
Down here. Nope, I already read that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, read that one.
I know. Here we go. Right here.
Okay. Rob was good, man.
What up, Rob? He says, I know people is going to kill me for this, but I think with Green and Hardy, the future is bright without Luka. I'm not judging it off this game. They just play fast. So I understand what you're saying there, Rob, but I think you're thinking about it the wrong way. This is a piece of the puzzle, which makes think about this when Luka isn't all purpose and having to making buckets. You feel me? Like Luka's going to make his buckets. He's good. We have a secret like nuclear weapon, so it's not a problem of him having the ball and being able to do what he does. It's the times when you need other people to do stuff to make it easier for him. Like if you have these guys running around him in situations, and Luka also will pass the ball up the court. Let's not pretend like he won't throw the ball up court. And then with Kyrie Irving helping beside him, I think it's going to be a blessing for both sides.
Not only that, man. We're talking about the potential we've been seeing all year with these guys and the different like spurts and stuff that they played on top of this game tonight. Like everything we've been seeing from them, little spurts here, little sample sizes there, it all culminates to this game tonight. And so everything we saw in this game from them is what we all been envisioning all year from those different sample sizes and those little different, little examples that we've been seeing all year. So that's why a lot of people in here are like, okay, yeah. Not saying like, oh, they're there now. We're just saying like, yo, like you just said, the future's bright. If you decide to keep these guys, the future is bright. So, yeah, we got something to look forward to. When was the last time we said that, right? Other than Luka and maybe we had JB. Like, when have we ever said that? Right. So now I have these guys who we groomed up ourselves. Like, we haven't really groomed up anybody like that in a while. You know what I'm saying? So for us to have these young guys, we grooming them up and everything, and to see them grow in front of our eyes, yeah, it's what everybody's kind of hanging their hats on right now.
It feels good to be a Mad fan right now because we can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Finally. It was dark
times. You got it now and the future, man. So yeah.
It was dark times for a while. But Liz says, Joe King, I take back what I said about needing a third ball handler. We must go for Vanderbilt or McDaniels or a good rebounding center and dump TCJ ASAP. And dump TCJ ASAP, I think he meant to say. Yeah, like I told you, I think the main thing I keep telling everybody, and I think Rel agrees with it. He agrees with it. Is a big,
yeah,
that can solidify the middle and that can stop possessions. Like I think everything else, like even though we may not have the best wing defenders, they'll become a little bit better. I keep saying, and then you got guys like Josh Green that can pester a guy, and then a guy behind you that can protect the rim.
I'm gonna give you an example, King. I'm gonna give you an example. Do you remember the Jazz over the last handful of years when they had Rudy Gobert? They didn't have the greatest perimeter defenders on their team, but they had that guy back there, man. And that guy back there helped them be a top 10 defense when he was over there with the Utah Jazz. So, yeah. Yep. We've been saying that. Let's just get a big, and we'll go from there.
I'm sorry. You go there, though. I think we're more skilled defensively than they are, though. Like, outside of Rudy Gobert.
No, I'm just saying, though, in general, it's I know everybody questions our defense or whatever. Like, let's just get that big, and then we'll go from there, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we picked up JaVale McGee. We thought that he could be that guy to kind of help solidify that center position. Yep. Hold on. Save your spot, King. Mm-hmm. Melissa, she gives a $10 donation. Appreciate it, Melissa. Appreciate it. Let me go ahead and read this from her since she did a donation with it. She said, "What do you think of Stephen A. Smith and First Take today related to Kyrie?" I didn't watch it. King, you didn't tell me what they said, but I didn't watch it. I know. I think TGK told us in the group, but
it was me. I said that he got into it with Jay Will on the show.
Oh, okay.
Jay called him out and basically said it sounded like he'd be taking personal shots at Kyrie, and they basically almost got into it. But then Jay Will told him basically it's your show. I'm not going to say nothing on your show. And like Stephen A. Smith was telling him to just say what you guys say and all. So he was just checking Stephen A. Smith. You can tell they had animosity going on. They've been having animosity for a while,
bro. But, and it's all over the Kyrie thing, man. Listen, bro. This the part that I don't understand, right? Me and you talked about this, I think, on the show yesterday, right? We talk about the fact, all we've been hearing for the last couple of days when Kyrie was on the move and he was looking like he was going to the Lakers, we heard about how a great idea it was for him to go to the Lakers. They're going to be a championship contender, blah, blah, blah. He didn't play with LeBron, you know what I'm saying? The best part of his career was with LeBron, all that. We didn't hear any of this negative stuff with Kyrie when it came to him going to the Lakers. As soon as he was going to the Mavericks, that's when everybody, he don't play defense. He a locker room cancer. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this right. Was he not a hindrance on defense and a locker room cancer and all that stuff if he had went to the Lakers?
Yes, he wouldn't have been.
Oh, okay. My bad. I guess it makes sense. You're right. I'm sorry. You were saying though?
Shout out to Melissa, too. I was talking to on Twitter today. Peace and love. Where was that with that? I keep forgetting my spot, man. All right, okay. Jody says, if Green don't take trash can juice starting spot, we riot. I think Green.
Hold on, did he earn his minutes, Jody?
I think Josh
appropriate.
I think Josh Green already has a starting position at a small forward. And I think Kyrie takes trash can juice spot at the 2. So I don't think we got to worry about that much longer. I think that's a wrap. I really think that Josh Green not going to be in the bench anymore. I think that's it now, bro. Bro, he can't. Bro.
No, listen. I 1,000,000% agree with you. You making you know what I'm saying? You're making sense right now. You know how we are.
You know how we just remember when Christian Wood went off, and I told you when he started and kids saw it, like you can't send him back to the bench anymore.
Yeah.
He substituted out Josh Green and had to bring him back within a minute. If he's in the starting lineup and you do that, that guy has to start for the rest of the season.
And did y'all hear Mark Followell? He said like, man, and what he said? He was like, and I can't believe this. They have to bring Josh Green back in the game.
Yeah,
he only sat on the bench for like a minute and some change or whatever. And I was like, we've gotten to that point, man. Josh Green has grew in front of us. He's looking like Josh Green of Arizona. What he looking like?
Yeah, I was watching the Mavs broadcast, and
oh yeah, that's right.
The reporters, they were like, "You got to get Josh Green back in now." If I had never watched the NBA before, I was like, "All right, they got to get their start back in." You know,
see what I'm saying?
Like, okay.
Hey, because I was in there talking to my wife. I was eating, and I had it on my phone or whatever, and I'm listening as I'm sitting there eating, and when I heard Mark Followell say that, I said, "Like, wait a minute, what?" I said, "Man, what?" Who would have thought we would have heard them say this about Josh Green? We got to get Josh Green back in the game. Like, he's the key.
With such urgency, too. Like,
yeah.
You got to get him back in now.
Then, right after that, he's like, yo, we got to get Hardy back in. Let's go, Hardy. Come on. Get you back in there, too.
Bro, you remember, are you young enough to remember when we didn't have any assets, allegedly, this year?
I think I was 2 years old when I found out this year we didn't have assets.
We didn't have assets. I think we still have assets on the team that's still here, huh?
And you sure about that? Because according to the national media, we just
we didn't.
Remember, RJ said we didn't have assets. Who was the other guy? JJ Redick said we didn't have assets. Kendrick Perkins said we didn't have assets. All these are experts, by the way, who watch every last one of the Maverick games every year. So they know.
Josh Green was getting no time. Rick Carlisle didn't care about him when JJ Redick was here. Yep. JJ never played with Jaden Hardy, so I don't have his opinion at all. He's not a pro about that. Like, don't let him play y'all and think he's a pro about the team. He doesn't know these.
Bro, I asked you and TGK the other day. I'm just like, what's going on with JJ Redick? Because it be sometimes it seemed like he finally turned that corner. Like, okay, he's somebody we can kind of value his opinion. Then all of a sudden he flips that switch again. It's like, oh my god, here we go, bro.
Shout out to your boy Brad Townsend all day today.
Oh, like, I don't want to talk about him, bro.
Shooting shots on a player that's on the team. Like, how you local media shooting shots on your own guy?
Hey, you see what I tweeted Dallas fans? I told her. I said, I hope that check worth it, man. I hope Mark Cuban is cutting him off a nice little check, bro.
I told TGK, I'm like, they will. You saw in the broadcast today, what is it? Hart kept trying his hardest to promote Tim Hardaway Jr. You feel me? We know Tim Hardaway Jr. trash, but hold on, we know he trash. They kept trying to promote him, but we get Kyrie over here, who's a new player on the team now, and you guys are crushing him as the local media before he even plays the game. So why would he want to stay?
Before he play the game, man.
Why would he want to stay if he? That's why players don't come to Dallas, huh? I guess we finding out why. It ain't just it was a little bit of Rick Carlisle, a little bit of media, those dudes you finding out everything, huh?
Locked on. Sorry, my bad. You were saying, King?
No, I'm sorry. I'm saying nothing. I apologize. Todd, what up? He says, notice how Seawood wasn't in the huddle during the last time out. Seemed like he's gone. I did. He was in the huddle, I thought. He was standing there in his jersey looking with the towel when they were going over to play.
Okay, y'all look up stuff now, bro.
All I know, and by the way, it's nothing against Todd. The whole glow yard is just amazing, by the way. All I know is that I saw them same things about Trae Young and how Trae Young was going. He just had to be traded. He didn't look at the great play that David Bill was drawing up in the huddle. And,
yeah.
Hey.
I could have sworn I saw him over there with the towel off on his side. Like 35 was on his back. Like the camera was on him, and it was 35. Him standing up above the guys.
I guess I didn't pay attention. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, because remember too, y'all. Supposedly they offered the contract extension. So I guess we're gonna find out here eventually what they're gonna do with this. So.
Let's see. Dragon Fist says we can't trade Hardy and Green. Allegedly, we're not.
That's
one of them.
Yeah, they what's the name? Brooklyn did want them too. They had reported that they really wanted either one of them. They wanted Green mainly, but when they couldn't get Green, they were trying to get Dallas to give up Hardy. and Dallas said no to both. So yeah,
Bro, we said no to giving up 2 of our players and still got the player we wanted.
yeah.
I was
Oh
gonna
man,
say,
that's another thing too. Everybody been killing this trade right that we made with Kyrie, but yet you gave up 815 draft picks, your play cousin's house, your mama's car, and your firstborn for Rudy Gobert.
And still saying that OG Anunoby is worth like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
hey.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, but
he's never even sniffed the All-Star game before.
Nope.
The other guy starting an All-Star game. That's no disrespect to OG. We love him over here, but 3 or 4
you know what?
picks?
Freezy said he thinks that we reset the trade market.
I hope so.
I hope so. Because when he said that, that didn't come to my mind. Of course, we thinking, like I said, Rudy Gobert commanded 25 first-round picks or whatever, right?
And y'all giving up 3 unprotected picks, Josh Green, 2 pick swaps, and Christian Wood. And
that would have been on par with that.
Yeah, but
yeah. So yeah, that's why I said when he said that, I didn't think about how I hope he's right. I hope he's right that we did reset it, bro. Because if that's the case, then maybe we can get something reasonable here in the next few days. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe y'all can help the Hawks out. They need to make some moves.
So, hey, and let's imagine this: if you had to call it right now, if you had to put King's house on it, would you actually? Y'all think y'all actually gonna make a move? Because I know Damon always talking about no. He always talking about cash consideration.
let me rephrase it for him, analyst. Do you think y'all gonna try to make a move?
And I'm not talking about when I say a move, analyst. I'm not talking about y'all trade, for the 15th man on somebody's team for like the second round in 2050. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about an actual like significant move. Might not be like a Kyrie move, but it's enough to kind of like it changes a little bit of the concept of your team.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes, only because I think we're gonna move John Collins. I think we're gonna move Bogdanovich.
Okay.
That's the only now.
Give me a percentage of how confident you are you're gonna move John Collins, because we keep hearing y'all trading him, but they know you're gonna keep him. Y'all trading him, but know you're gonna keep him. We heard like 3 times here in this last month or so.
That's about 45%.
Now is that 45% that you think they are, because you want them to go? I know y'all really want them gone, man.
Yeah,
45%. Just saying it. Dang.
Hey, y'all can have them. Y'all can have them.
See, analyst, you see this right here. This is a perfect example. Like, right when you said like us as Mavs fans, we think, oh man, John Collins is a beast. Because every time he play us, he out here looking like a baby Karl Malone, right? But y'all watch him way more than I do, and I think I've heard the last 3 shows. Like, I think Juan. Matter of fact, you were gonna go in, be like, nah, I'm gonna chill tonight. Juan just went in. I think Mike went in. Of course, Damon went in, and then I think Matt went in or whatever, or Pharaoh, somebody went in, and I'm just like, bruh. So now I see how it feels. Like we sit here, we think one thing, but the people who watch this person every day can sit here and tell, like you said, hey, if I just watching this game for the first time. You see, they got to put Josh Green in. You think, oh, he's a superstar. He's like, nah, he's a up and coming player for us, man. So, but like for y'all's case, John Collins is like, I thought he was good. I still think that y'all don't use him correctly as far as like him being more in the pick and rolls. That's when he was at his best, when he's at the pick and rolls. Y'all completely took that away from him and made him a pick and pop guy. That's not his strength.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, the only thing I don't like about like him as a player. Aside, because I don't think we're using them properly anyways. I think that's a testament to. I won't use the name that I use on the other line. I'll just call him Nate McMillan. I don't think Nate McMillan uses him properly. We haven't used him properly when you take a man out of the pick and roll, which is he's been effective making posters the whole time, and you try to make him shoot threes the whole time. I don't think he's going to do well. My biggest thing with him is his lack of he's too weak. He has problems posting up, which, like I said, I don't think he should be posting up. He has problems posting up, and he just kind of lets guards push him off his spot, and then someone can come and intentionally push him down, and he'll be run over to pick him up. So that's my biggest thing with him.
It was something for me.
Somebody had some street clothes on, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, I think you did, man. I think the people in the back definitely heard you loud and
Oh
clear.
man, I'm so sorry.
Mm.
Hey,
What you
I tell
got?
you what, John Collins and Nate McMillan to Dallas for Jason Kidd and a first round pick.
Man,
I'll do that. I'll
Oh,
do
that's
that.
gonna
well,
that's gonna set us back about 10
yeah,
years, man.
I don't know. The Go y'all might want to give him away the way they talk about Coach Kidd. It might be okay with it. But Dragon Fist says Coach Kidd finally got out of trash can juice. Got it out of trash can juice's hands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's what I said.
that's what I was telling you, Ro. You said trash can juice did it on his own. I was like, nah, I
No,
think they
I didn't say that.
you did.
Oh,
You
oh,
said
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
yeah.
Now I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because there was a couple times where it looked like he was finna start doing that dribbling and all that, and he just kicked it over to Josh Green and let him operate. There was a few times too where they inbounded the ball and he had it and he was looking for Josh Green. Yeah, here you bring the ball down.
They
So I'm
started
just like,
yelling at him.
okay,
They started
huh?
yelling at him on the bench. I think they were yelling.
I
Saying,
mean,
"God,
probably.
finally,
Either
that's what
way, as long as it
finally
worked.
yelling."
Yeah, exactly. As long as it worked, bro. Get the ball out your hand, bro. That's not your game, man.
Coy says down since day one ish. Yep. Coy, you definitely been down with the show since day one and down with Josh Green. You was down with the Green Goblin.
Definitely our day one and one of our day winners.
Yep. Live says we have to make a trade. This team has the possibility to get to the championship with the right move before the deadline. We have to make a move 100%.
King, what do we need now?
You say what we need?
Yeah,
A big man.
just a big man and we'll be fine.
I think so. I would
So,
love to get other pieces other than the big man, but I think
so move the big man out of there. If I told you only can get two type of players with the big man, so you already got the big man sold up. You got two players because I was listening to Freezing them earlier and they kind of mentioned this. Would you rather go for a wing, a nice size wing, or a backup point guard?
nice size win.
Okay,
I think
I might be with you.
the minutes can be staggered enough between all the ball handlers we have now. If you include Josh Green now, Jaden Hardy,
Yeah.
Luka Doncic, and Kyrie Irving, like
So
that's good.
what you just said, that's where my mind went, right?
Hmm.
You can keep Josh Green in with both Luka or Kyrie at the same time to kind of play as a extra ball handler or whatever, right? We know he's a tertiary ball handler where he can still set guys up too and everything, right? So that way it kind of makes up for you not having that legit third ball handler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm with you. Get another wing. Like I said, you got a Marquise Morris. I'm not saying he's the answer, but he's a big body at that position I've been telling y'all about. That we need a 6'9", 6'10" type of wing or whatever. Get another guy that's about 6'8", 6'9" or whatever, bro. That can be an interchangeable wing. That'll kind of help us out too.
Keep shooting over 40% from three this year as well.
As long as he hit his wide open shots, he good with me.
Yeah.
That's our problem.
Same here. Nick says rumors of THJ and Wood being next on the trading block. I heard Clippers are eyeing Wood. What do you guys think of Norman Powell and Marcus Morris? I really want Christian Wood to be part of the three. I know everybody. I really think y'all gonna love it when it happens, but I know everybody don't want to believe it. They don't want to sit down and watch it.
So this is what I was thinking too, King. Is Luka and Kyrie together good enough to just completely carry our offense?
No, I mean
No.
maybe, but I don't like that. I like still having type of interior offense if we can get it. It's gonna be situations where guys gonna get to play rough and all that type of stuff in the playoffs. The whistles. I just like something to be able to say you can pass the ball to some guy in the middle, and that's what I'm saying Christian Wood can do.
So the reason why I'm asking that, because I was listening to somebody earlier, I can't remember who they were, but they were saying something along the lines of that. Just get a bunch of those guys like that guy just said with the Norman Powell, the Marcus Morrises, like I'm not saying we're gonna get him, but like a Jeremy Grant, just get a bunch of these like wings, guys who can put the ball on the floor, can get it just in case something falls apart. But you let these two guys who listen. Let's be honest. That Luka and Kyrie gonna average 60, bro. I'm just being nice. They gonna average 60 together. That's 60 points right there.
I've already said that.
Yeah, they gonna
I
average
agree.
60, bro. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think those two guys are good enough to where they can carry the offense in big chunks. But then you start sprinkling in those athletic wings and defenders, and you know what I'm saying?
I just think I think a big part of Luka Doncic's game is the pick and roll.
Pick and roll.
The lob. Like I think you don't want to take that away from him because he's amazing at it. And
Right.
I feel like I would love to see Luka and Kyrie run a bunch of pick and roll between the two of them and all. But like, there's gonna be times where Luka can get a big man. He wants to bring a big man to him. You feel me? Like a big man is gonna be defending Kyrie, so bring the big guy with Christian Wood and all, and give Christian Wood a mismatch. Christian Wood can score in the post up against a big man in the paint. You feel me? So I think the mismatch is gonna be like out of this world. I think that's why Christian Wood wants to stay. And like I said, don't. You guys are going too hard on this first game back. Like y'all give him no slack. Like let him. He's good. He'll be fine.
Analyst is Nas Reed a rim runner? I know he can shoot threes, but is that part of his game too, being a rim runner? I know he's an energy guy, high energy guy.
I see from what I seen him dunking and all that. I feel like he could do it better than Jakob Poeltl and all them as far as running.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just got to be able to do it. Just run to the rim, and he can do both. As far as he doesn't have to be the focal point of the team, but he can shoot the three ball if he's wide open, right? Because he's not going to get a bunch of shots, but when he gets the ball wide open, knock down that shot. Okay, and when he rolls to the rim, grab the ball, finish, and grab rebounds and block shots. That's all we need you to do. You don't got to be a focal. You Tyson Chandler, literally. We need Tyson Chandler on the team.
I would go after. I would for sure go after Nas Reed if I was you guys.
That's what we want.
You know what you would give up as far as money work and stuff like that would be
the White Power.
Well, Nas is on like 1.9. He's on real cheap money.
Woo! Okay, then we get Frank Ntilikina then.
Frank Ntilikina.
Remember I was telling you that King he wanted 10 mil.
Yeah, well, give him.
They won't give him 10 mil.
Frank Ntilikina and a second rounder.
Okay, yeah, that's something I would do. I think the Wolves just look to get off of them and kind of net gain a second round pick. So that's what I would do. And then Dallas, probably have the money to give him what he's asking for. I would go after a Nas Reed if I was you guys, because so Ray, you had a good example when you were talking about Utah. Utah's backcourt wasn't the best defensively, but when it got down to you got to go and you got to go against Rudy Gobert, it's tough. You don't have to have Rudy Gobert, but if you can just have someone down there to kind of protect the rim, Rudy Gobert's not the only rim protector. There's plenty of rim protectors in the league that can do it, but also it's not even just effective. The guy just blocking shots the whole time. Him deterring shots. So someone say I'm not going down there. Or we can't run a play that's going towards the basket, and you got to take you're probably gonna have to take a contested shot. So position is something that you all could address, and you probably could address on the low too.
Yeah, that's what I think, and I think that's the last big piece that changes to the championship level team. I told you right now, constructed, bro. Real talk. I'm not afraid of nobody in the West. Like 7 games. We're talking about a 7-game series with somebody in the West right now with Kyrie and Luka and Christian Wood as of right now. Like, nobody in the West.
You got 2 killers on the same team. Luka already a killer by himself in the playoffs, man. Give him a Kyrie. Oh my God.
I'm not worried about any of those teams. The only teams I start worrying about is the Eastern Conference when it comes to the finals. But they're gonna have a knockout drag fest going through the playoffs against each other. So,
how do you all feel about a finals matchup? Because let's say these are the 2 things I think are going to the finals. It's either gonna be Boston or Milwaukee.
And what about the 76ers?
No. No.
Hold on. I gotta do it. Where is that, King? Where's it at?
Shots.
All right.
No. The 76, this is gonna be another second round exit. I will laugh when it happens. But no, I don't know how much y'all watch like a team like the Bucks or the Celtics, but I think the Bucks are a little bit better. But playing against Milwaukee is you have to play a almost perfect game. They're so complete from top to bottom. You got Brook he can really do a lot at his age that people don't know about. And Giannis is a handful. Middleton, like for us when we were in the conference finals, Middleton cooked us in those 2 fourth quarters. They got Drew Holiday, who's an excellent defender. And then the guys around, they all know their role. Like you got Portis, who's going to be able to shoot threes, post up, be a physical body. Connaughton, Ingles, Grayson Allen. So, and then obviously they're well coached with Bud. So,
Right.
what do you all think your chances would be against a Milwaukee or a Boston if you all would go to the finals and if you all were to meet those either one of those two teams in the finals?
You want to go first, Ro? Or you want me to go?
I mean, for one, like Luka elevates his game in the playoffs like dramatically. That's the one thing. Like Luka, without even having a team around him, man, he's always was able to cancel out like two superstars by himself. Like you play the Clippers, he's out battling Kawhi and Paul George. You play play Phoenix, he out battled their best four players by himself. You know what I'm saying? So you add him in there, that's kind of like that head start that you need, right? So it's gonna really be about everybody else. Now we know Kyrie's history, him being in the playoffs and stuff like that. So we're hoping that okay, Luka's gonna start you off right here already. Now we need you to help bump us up some more. So those two guys are going to help with that whole thing, right? It's going to depend on how we fill out the rest of the roster. Because we've had our issues with some of our role players or whatever in the playoffs over the last, 3 years, King, or 4 years, whatever it's been. So for me, man, it's going to really start with, like, I have a million % faith in Luka because he does it every year. He's just completely changed his game up. Like, y'all think, like, oh, he's only averaging 27, this and that and that, but then he gets to the playoffs, like, bro, 35, 36, 37, 40 points a game and closeout games, all that type of stuff, right?
Lucas.
So, yeah, so, it's really going to depend on the others, but I think we got a head start with Luka. This is going to depend on what our team look like going into the playoff. Like, say, once we get our final roster out and everything, then I could probably give you that answer.
Okay.
I think a big X factor is going to be Jaden Hardy. We know Josh Green struggled last year in the playoffs, and I told y'all I always give like young guys one round, to go through and to get it. I don't think Josh Green is going to struggle this year in the playoffs. That's just
I don't think so either.
It's
just like with JB. Remember with JB?
And I say the same thing about JB, and everybody crushed me about that one. I give those guys 1 year because everybody isn't Luka Doncic. Like everybody's trying to hold everybody to Luka because we have Luka, but everybody else is not Luka Doncic. So I have to see Jaden Hardy if he actually going to step up in the playoffs. But if I had to choose a team to go against, I'd rather go against Boston because they aren't as big a juggernauts on the defensive side of the ball as they were last year or years before. Milwaukee is though, like Milwaukee can build a wall and make it tough for us to get to the paint and all that kind of stuff, especially with Brook Lopez changing this game up, like you said, and becoming like a defender.
That dude completely changed this game up. Man.
And when most teams switch, they're in trouble. But when they switch, it's
they
like
can switch, man. And Brook Lopez doesn't even seem like he's athletic like that.
And that's the thing, bro. I'm like, where did this come from?
He covers so much like room though, like with his length pause. But yeah, I'd rather go against the Boston Celtics at full strength. But Milwaukee be tough. I just don't want Luka to go 0-1 against Giannis the first time because I feel like they're gonna play each other more than once.
Yeah, trust me, playing Milwaukee 4 times a year, I would much rather if I was a Mavs fan, I would say okay, Boston to me because I've seen Tatum. I saw Tatum. We all saw Tatum last year on the biggest stage in the finals, completely fall off the cliff. So. I don't think Luka would do that.
I know he wouldn't.
I'm looking at a Luka Doncic who put on it was a beyond show in Game 7 last year against the Suns. I mean, it was unbelievable to watch. So, I mean, I'm thinking about Luka and Kyrie. And y'all in the Western Conference, so y'all can speak on this better than I probably could. The one team I would look at that would maybe be able to compete with you guys is the Denver Nuggets.
I knew you was gonna say that
at full strength. But I mean, hey, if I don't think that Luka and Kyrie, man. I mean, didn't Kyrie just have 60?
Yeah. Like, and that's what I've been trying to tell you, analysts. Listen, man, we've been saying this as long as we had Luka. Every other of these young superstars got another guy with them, right? Like even Trey has Jamal Murray. I mean, I know y'all don't. I mean, not Jamal Murray. DeJounte Murray. I know y'all have y'all's opinions about him or whatever, but we would kill to have him right now. Just somebody like that where you can he can alleviate a little bit of pressure off of Luka, man, to the word like Luka doesn't have to go out there and go Super Saiyan 85 to win games for us every night. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, we've seen Luka, man. And when it gets to the playoffs, the lights are bright. Luka don't care. Like Luka, I'm talking about a dude that's giving you 36, 37 points a game in the playoffs, shooting over 50%, 40% from three. You know what I'm saying? Just free throws a different story. We kind of wish he was from this free throw. But other than that, like the dude is like just
Kyrie
finally
Irving's
getting
good,
a
man.
guy that can take some pressure off him, man. You can't double team like the dude number one in the league and getting double team. You can't double team no more with Kyrie now.
And Kyrie can make his free throws too.
90%.
He can make his free throws. So
Yeah.
you know, it's gonna be it's gonna be. I tell you
Hopefully,
what,
hopefully,
I'm glad we only play y'all one more time. I was about to say we don't play y'all again. We think we
Yeah.
play
What you play y'all like
hopefully,
March, I think.
yeah, March.
yeah. So
Hopefully Luka takes that like competitive with Kyrie being such a good free throw shooter. And maybe they actually have competitions or something like that. I'm hoping
Some
maybe
like that's the only thing, bro. Luka just get his free throws down.
Yeah.
Man, listen,
it'll
you
be a
just get
done deal,
that.
man. It's already a done deal. But if Luka got his free throws down, I don't know what to say. But going back to the Nuggets, I wanted to throw one point out there real quick. My superstars, the superstars I like in the league, the guys that I favor, are guys that go up in the playoffs.
Yep.
And Joker
That's
not
why I used to
really a
love about
future.
Dirk, man. Like Dirk just when them
But
playoffs came, he was
to me, the Joker not really a guy that goes up in the playoffs. So, like that's the knock. That's why I think that's one of the reasons people don't want him to get the 3-time MVP and all that stuff too, because we've seen that story over and over again. And it's like at
number
some
one in
point
the West,
at some point you gotta
flame out in the playoffs.
hold him accountable for what's happened. And I know he didn't have his people last year, but like two of them games against the Warriors last year, he was trash. Or what was it, the Suns? No, it was the Suns or Warriors? It was Suns, right? It was
No, it was the Warriors.
the Warriors. Yeah,
It was
he was
Warriors.
trash against two of them the first two games. He was trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like so. I mean, it is what it is, but I think Luka better than him anyway. But we'll see. We'll see about the Nuggets. And I'm dead serious. Like analysts, I think Luka's better than Joker. Like
The stuff that man Luka can do is just crazy, man.
yeah. Dragon Fist says, "Would you trade Hardy and Green for a player that guarantees you a chip, or take your chances and keep both of them for a better chance to win multiple chips?" I think we're close enough right now. We don't need to trade them for anybody that can get us a chip.
Yeah, I want the multiple chips. Mark Cuban owed his franchise multiple chips, bro. He screwed over Dirk. He owed Luka.
man, y'all can look back a couple years ago, and y'all can say, we all go to American Airlines Arena. Y'all look up and y'all can see a 2011, 2012 banner.
Hey, you sound like Freezy, man. You sound like Freezy.
I don't know if you can see on my backdrop. You look over. Well, I don't think it's on there.
No, you see it.
We hang up. We got two banners up. One is a divisional banner, and one is a conference finals appearance. Like who does that? Like who does that?
I mean, we got our conference finals banners too.
Yeah, we do.
We got ours.
It's just that we should have had more championships, man.
Yeah.
Especially in Dirk's prime. Like Cuban had that man taking pay cuts, man. It didn't have nothing to show for it.
Had y'all had a rim protector last year, y'all would have that Golden State series.
We won last year. We won the title last year with a rim protector.
That's all we've been saying, man. Like we had the white. Now you probably saw it tonight, like, man, the Dwight Powell, man, what y'all talking about? Listen, bro, I'm telling you. You know how you be getting on John Collins? That's how we be getting on Dwight Powell, bro. Like the dude just. Oh, King, that's what I'm gonna say too. Dwight Powell actually grabbing the ball today.
Yeah, except it was one. No, it wasn't Dwight Powell. It was one play. Reggie Bullock went up for.
Oh yeah.
He smacked it away, and I'm like, come on, stop! Just grab the rebound.
I said that too, bro. Like, bro, just grab the ball, bro.
Just grab the ball. But Ribs, what up, fam? He says Josh and Jaden showed their beeps today or bleeps. Kai must have told them to get that in their bag tonight. Yeah, somebody did. I think J Kid did. J Kid coached. What?
Yeah, J Kid coached today.
What we say? J Kid coached. Is that what you said, bro?
Yeah, he coached today.
Martin says Wood looks like he doesn't want the 36 mil 2-year offer. Clippers want Wood. Are you okay with any tradable players on their roster? If not, who do you think we should get for him?
Bro, he been out for how many games, man? He's just rusty, man. Give him time.
I think he's going to sign a contract. I just think he's going to. I think they'll give him a 3-year contract. I think him and Kyrie both can get 3 years. That's what I think gonna happen. I think they're gonna have them both like play it out together as far as they trying to set the team up. And by that time, Jaden Hardy and Josh Green will be at another level.
How long we going, King?
We can let's go to 35. Let's go 10 more minutes.
All right.
TGK says, "What up, y'all?" TGK, definitely check him out pregame, during the
TGK.
game, whatever, man. He'll stay. What is it? Streaming for like 5 hours straight sometimes. He's psycho. But he says, "Do we even understand what is happening with our team right now? Holy, you know what? I say the same thing, TGK. They don't get it. They don't know yet. Hold on, look at this one though, bro. Before we go, Dallas man says, cut THJ now. We still got an amnesty clause.
Not now,
Oh man,
but right now.
Where the amnesty clause at? Where Kobe when you need him? Rest in peace. Mark Cuban says the amnesty. Kobe and Kobe drops.
Oh yeah, see what I'm saying? Mark be saying something.
Shadow says, if this is Tim's, Powell's, Reggie's last game with the Mavs, I can forgive them for the pain they caused me. Nope, I can't, Shadows. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shadows. I will never.
I got a quick question for you guys.
What's up, man?
The rumors were in the off season, but how are y'all feeling about Davis Bertans for the Duncan Robinson swap?
No,
he has too many years.
Way too many years. He had 4 years left.
Yeah, he the same player.
He already played 1 year into that 5-year contract he gave. Yeah, we got 2 years left with was it this year and next year? We got left with Bertans.
Just let Davis become an inspiring contract and get rid of him at this point.
Get him up out.
I don't want any more years of a Davis Bertans player or player type.
Yeah. We'll eat that. So yeah.
Yeah, and plus I think does Duncan make more than he makes more than Davis, right?
He make $90 million.
Man, heck no.
Yeah.
Steven says 229 piece nuggets. Green can start and Hardy can be the third ball handler. Now we need to get Jay Crowder. I take Jay, but I still think the first person that we need to go after is the big man.
We got to get a big man, y'all. I know everybody. Every like trade machine idea folks been sending us, man. Is just like, yo, I'm not seeing a big man in there, bro. We got to get a big man. People just don't understand that, yo. We got to get a big man. We analyst said a minute ago. We just had a big, y'all. We got killed in the West Conference Final because we did not have a big, which is why we signed JaVale McGee for some odd reason. But yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Nico Harris' X interview, and he was like, I thought we needed a rim protector. I was like, okay. I said Dallas about to go out and get themselves a rim, bruh. When I saw that Wolves notification come across my phone and said JaVale McGee 3 years, I said,
Jason Kidd,
man.
Jason Kidd.
Promise it was between us and Milwaukee, and Jason Kidd promised him a starting position. That's why he came over here. Yeah.
That man lied.
Yep.
I know this not.
Oh no, he started, but he just realized like, yeah, this might not have been a good idea.
I know this not WTM real, but Precision Shot says he got a good name. 2 shots. He says that music hits. Excuse me, a lot different when the Mavs get that dub without all their ballers. Yep.
Yeah.
It does. Might have to play it again for a second. What you say, Ralph? You said.
Man, Shot, you got your own drop, man. Yeah.
But I keep losing my spot, y'all. Y'all messing me up. It's not.
He probably said, "Why looking for a spot?"
It's not professional, but
I'm looking for my spot.
I'm gonna keep it going. G2 said extension offer on Wood is in place. All depends if he wants it. I'm not seeing any rush on signing him. From the looks of it, no team is eager to want him. I mean, if the extension offer put in place, I guess we want him. We just
that and the Clippers want him. That story don't seem to be going away.
Nah, so I think we just he gonna sign it in a little. He'll sign it. We'll be fine. We'll see. Y'all be trying to have bad news. Y'all want Luka to have a torn Achilles. Y'all be doing. Knock on wood.
Oh gosh.
That's what they be in here saying, man. They was in here talking about his Achilles torn and all that.
His leg fell off.
Yeah. Todd Hamilton says, let's give Powell some props. He played like a proper big man, 16 boards. Yeah?
Yeah. He did. We gave him his props today.
One of the most impactful games of his career, as I said.
Yeah, the most impactful game, to be honest with you.
Harold says, we cooking the big 4, Luka, Kyrie, Josh Green, Hardy.
Ooh. Harold, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that, man. I like that. You got a vet with 3 young guys.
This for you, analyst. Lai says, shout out to analyst from We Talk Hawks TV.
Appreciate it.
Zilch says, King was right about the Jazz. Thank you, Zilch. I did. Try to tell you how the They were done after we beat them.
Oh, okay. I was like, what you say?
I'm about to say when we gave that eulogy and all, bro. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Put them to bed.
Bring back memories, man. Bring back memories.
Yeah. G2 also says he on Twitch as well. Our boys J and J hitting them J's with a 29 piece. Yep.
Man, I really wanted both of them to get 30, man. That would have been.
Yeah.
They both got 30, bro. I'm like, yo, okay. Young boys out here.
I was talking to Coy on Twitter, and I was telling them, I said they're going to get over 50 points between both of them, man. Lo and behold, man, it was awesome. Sport and Game, he says, what do you want on John Collins' return without involving Christian Wood, Jaden Hardy, and Josh Green? That's for you. Analyst.
Man, you better not say it first, bro. I better not hear it first from you.
You left me to Trash Can Juice, Cardio B.
Dang.
Dwight Powell.
All right, you think about Dwight. Hold up, Analyst. I think you think about Dwight Powell, maybe. Hold on.
Hey, Dwight Powell's he's actually like a borderline all-star, bro.
And an expiring contract. And he's expiring.
No, he really, yeah, he's expiring contract for real.
Hey, without cheap ownership,
yeah. Y'all not touching no type of lottery.
Let me see. I would.
I mean luxury.
I don't think if y'all still had, but y'all had to use him to get Kyrie. But if y'all still had Dorian Finney-Smith, you know,
I wouldn't have traded Dorian Finney-Smith for John Collins.
Nah, I probably wouldn't have either.
Y'all talking about a second rounder. Y'all talking about taking a second rounder for John Collins. We got a first rounder for Dodo.
Is it down to a second round now?
That's what I'm hearing. They talking about a second round possibly.
I'm hearing too many different things. I'm hearing y'all going to trade him. You're not going to trade him. You're going to trade him. You're not going to trade him. So I don't know what's going on.
I think we may, but I just, man, we cannot have another year where we sit here and stand. We didn't fire the president of basketball operations. You know, we got these people in here that, quite frankly, don't know what they're doing.
Sound familiar? You remember those days? We had the Ross Perot Juniors and all them trash jokers.
They fired the first coach too. This is Trae Young's second coach, right?
Yeah, Lloyd Pierce.
Yeah, the LP one, you know. I think we got two bad coaches, but I mean, because that's the thing. Like Trae and Lloyd Pierce, that was personal. Trae and Nate, like that's just on court stuff. Like Trae don't like. I was watching Trae. He did an interview with Doris Burke, and she was asking him like how he analyzes the game, you know, and he was kind of like, I have to play chess with what the other coach, what the other team's game plan is for me. He said because he said sometimes they'll throw a double team at me, and he said, you know, I'll try to pass out the double. He said I'll try to pass out the double team. You know, I'll turn the ball over. You know, people are mad at him. You know, but listen, I think we need to get a real coach in here. Someone that. Listen, I say it all the time. Nate, to go ahead and be a nice Christian man. Go work on television. You know, that check is way more expensive. And leave the Hawks in peace.
Wow, Trae Young about to get rid of another coach. That's all I heard. No, I'm kidding.
No, you saying that's why I know y'all said this on y'all show, and that's probably like the reason why y'all think that he's not gone, because they don't want to tarnish, you know, add that reputation to Trae Young, because that's what he been in the league 5 years. That's two coaches in 5 years. That's not a good look.
Yeah, he's gonna be labeled as a coach killer, but we all been saying this, right? We're willing to take that heat to get rid of
that's gonna get you some dubs.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say it all changes when you win. It doesn't matter when you win.
Jimmy Butler. When that time he was a coach killer? No.
Look, Jimmy Butler. Y'all remember a couple years ago, Jimmy Butler was cancer. Now Jimmy Butler one of the ultimate winners.
Yep. Hey, but I know it's not a hot shot. I'm not gonna make it about that, but
Oh,
Trae
yeah, talk
Young,
now.
No, go ahead, man.
Trae Young been encouraging me lately. He been playing some defense finally. So hey, he looked good out there. We played against the Jazz. He shut Jordan Clarkson down. I was like, Trae, okay, And I tell you what, the whole dynamic of the game changed. The whole game flipped when Trae Young started playing defense. So, I mean, I think he getting back on track. We're not going to talk about the the comparisons, but listen, Trae Young coming along.
Hey, you can
Hey,
always
listen.
talk, but they
Dallas
can
was
always
top
talk
7
today.
last year in defense, and you want to know why we were top 7? Because of Luka.
Luka.
When Luka finally
Yep.
decided, like, yo, I'm about to clamp down, Dallas turned into a
Yeah.
top. And I'm not just talking about for like 5 games. I'm talking about for the whole entire season. Dallas was top within the top 10 range of defense last year. It was because Luka decided to play defense.
Yeah, Luka was one of the highest rated defenders last year.
Yeah,
But they
It
never
makes a
talked
big
about
difference.
it does make a big difference, especially when it's your best player. Like you show that effort, and that feeds everybody else.
Yep.
Let me get
King-
I'm gonna get these last 3 in real quick before that,
Okay.
and then we can stop. Lies says last time a game like this happened was with Jason Kidd and Jamal Mashburn against the Spurs, I believe. Reeves says I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think we trade Wood. He looks like he knows something we don't. All right, I'm gonna let y'all be. Y'all gonna,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing if it
Y'all might
actually
be-
happens. I don't want it to happen, but you know.
The glow yard might be King Stradamus this time. We'll see. But Todd says Josh Green was a plus 40. I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I know it was hard for us to get to everyone tonight, though, guys. We had a guest and all, so
Yeah, we
thank
apologize, man.
we definitely thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Big win, though.
Yeah, definitely a huge win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we definitely appreciate y'all. Of course, rocking with us again for another episode, man. We had a nice little showing tonight again. Wasn't as big as yesterday, but it was a nice little showing. I mean, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Listen, if you're brand new, you guys are into Mav content, you already know what to do, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys, and join the Glow Yard gang, man. And also, when you do that, hit that notification bell so whenever we drop a new video for you guys, you'll be the first ones to know. Hit that like button also, guys. It don't cost you anything. I see we got a few likes here on Facebook. We definitely appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. That way, it'll help us build up that algorithm to reach more Mad fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard gang. Like I said, also, guys, if you want to join the Glow Yard gang membership, if you're on an iPhone, go through your browser on your phone or go through a computer and join that way. Or if you're on an Android, you guys can just click the join button right next to the subscribe button. Me and King will be doing our first video here Friday morning, guys. Just giving you a heads up for the Glow Yard members. So if you want to join that membership, guys, go ahead and get that in before Friday. So you can join in with us on the conversation on Friday, whatever video we get ready to do for that. Also, socials right next to analyst, guys, where we talk Mavs on all socials: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and the Tickety Top, King's favorite app of all time. He be doing the dances and everything. So yeah, he got y'all. Don't worry about it. Also, this is gonna be posted tonight, guys, for the podcast listeners out there. On all podcast streaming services, guys. So go ahead and if you want to go ahead and follow us on that too, you guys can go ahead. Also, guys, I have analyst's info down below. I have his Twitter. You guys can follow him. Also on We Talk Hawks TV here on YouTube, guys. So there you go. King, is there anything I'm missing?
Share, and more share, guys. Because of you guys, we get to meet people like the Atlanta analysts and other content creators, not just Mavs content creators, but actually NBA content creators. So please continue to share us, you guys. We're trying to make a difference, make a change in local media, I guess, that you guys can go check us out in different places and different other, content creators. But thank you guys and continue to share. That's all I ask.
We're the new media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We about to be legit. I said earlier, I'm about to label us as reliable source.
Right. But yeah, we'll be back here on what's today?
Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll be
Clippers.
Yeah, that's the game,
Kyrie.
y'all. We got Kyrie, we got Luca coming back,
Luka,
right?
he
Come back.
would.
Okay.
Yep, I think they all should be playing.
So all them be back, man. Of course, I saw what Josh Green, Jaden Hardy did today, man. Hey, might probably get another trade.
Probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Probably trade.
Because we got, 3 more days after today, man. We got 3 more days to the trade deadline ends, guys. So hopefully, man, we get another one in. No Dallas, right? The reports are Dallas is looking for another trade. So, which is obvious because we got holes we need to fill. So, it's all good, man. But yeah, with all that being said, man, it is your boys, Real and King of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. We got our guest analyst on, man, from We Talk Hawks TV. We'll be back here on Wednesday, same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs. And we out. Man, I gotta start doing this, King. I be messing up.